For any questions that I ask, you have to answer it on RT answers here. Okay, kindly do not answer here because I won't be able to see it. Okay, fine. So we will begin from where we had left of the last lecture. Okay. Okay. Can you guys tell me if we have already done this one, informal letter? ये वाला slide किया था क्या? Yes. Yes or no? No. Some are saying yes, some are saying no. Fine. We'll very quickly glance what we had already done in the last lecture. We had learned how to write a formal letter. We had seen what is the format. We had seen a lot of other things too. What has to be included in the introduction, body, and the conclusion, para. Okay. So today we will begin with the informal letter writing. Okay. My first question is, whom do we write these informal letters to? Relatives and friends, correct? We write it to our relatives, friends, family, okay? Close ones, correct? Yeah. So why do we write? Now the topic varies a lot, ठीक है? बहुत सारे purposes के लिए लिखा जाता है. To apologize, to ask for permission, and for a lot of other things, ठीक है? There is no specific purpose which you write. You could invite a friend to spend Diwali vacation. You can thank somebody. So it varies a lot. Okay, we will see. The first point here is that the informal letter should be of 1.5 side of your page. Okay. Obviously, it can vary. If you have to keep short and sweet, that is fine. Usually, it takes up 1.5 sheet of your answer paper. Okay. Now, 3 to 4 paragraphs, 3 to 4. Now, there is this allowance for you to write it in 3 or 4 paragraphs. Just a second. Okay. So, वो एक हो सकता है 3 to 4 paragraphs. Keep it 3. That is fine. Okay. So, you can combine the third. मतलब थर्ड को 2 पार्ट्स में डिवाइड करने की जरूरत नहीं है. ठीक है. Moving on. नो टू एड्रेस, उसमें ना ही सब्जेक्ट होता है ना ही रिसीवर का एड्रेस होता है. अपना जो सेंडर होते हैं उनका एड्रेस होता है. In informal letter, there is only one address, the sender's address. That is our address. There is no subject also. ठीक है. Okay. The very important note here is that we do not have to deviate from the topic. Okay. Even in the first paragraph, directly mention the purpose of your letter. ठीक है. जो भी आपका letter का purpose है, mention it in the first paragraph itself. Okay. Do not deviate from the topic. इधर उधर जाने की जरूरत नहीं है. Now I know that when you talk to your friends, family, relatives and everything, आप बहुत casual बातें करते हो, correct? You talk about how the other person is doing. You ask for their well-being, and you want to convey a lot of other things too. But now here, when you're writing informal letter, you have to remember that you're writing it from the perspective of examination for marks. Okay. Deviate मतलब इधर उधर भटकना नहीं है. ठीक है. So when you are writing, see to it that you are to the point. Even in the first paragraph, you introduce the topic. The topic is, for example, you have to invite somebody to your place. So in the first paragraph itself, after the greetings, okay, greetings, hi, hello के बाद, you have to say that the purpose of me writing this letter to you is whatever. अगर ऐसे नहीं लिखना है तो there are a lot of other ways. Okay, here the tone. Okay, the tone of the informal letter is very casual. आप जैसे बहुत informal बात करते हैं, ठीक है, तो बहुत ही simple language होती है जैसे हम normally बात करते हैं. ठीक है, that does not mean you can write whatever you feel like. Remember that you are writing it for your examination only. Okay, so remember that. Fine. So in the first paragraph, include the topic itself. Okay. Now here are a lot of complaints. I'll begin by The PDF is not sent. My dear, I've informed Mayur sir that you had there was an image which was sent to you जिसमें लेटर राइटिंग असाइनमेंट था जिसमें फॉर्मल लेटर था बैड कंडीशन ऑफ रोड्स के बारे में, ठीक है. तो आई हैव सेंट इट, बट इफ यू हैव नॉट रिसीव्ड इट इज ओके, इट इज कम्प्लीटली ओके. मैं आज पीडीएफ भेज दूंगी, ठीक है. पीडीएफ का एक पार्ट भेजा था, दूसरा पार्ट नहीं भेजा था. इमेज भेजा था बिकॉज द इनफॉर्मल लेटर वाज नॉट डन हियर. ओके, इफ यू हैव नॉट गॉट इट, इट्स ओके. अगर नहीं मिला है तो इट्स ओके, यू विल गेट इट नाउ, डोंट वरी, ठीक है. टुडे आफ्टर दिस लेक्चर instantly you will receive that. Fine. And I hope I'm clear now. I hope my voice is very clear now. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so we'll begin our informal letter. At the end of it, I'll ask you to screenshot it. Okay, I'll ask you to screenshot it. No issues. This is the account. RT answers here is the account where you have to message me, where you can message me. Fine. So now, what is the format? The first paragraph, the first address is as same as the format which was there in the formal letter. Okay, I'll repeat. The first address है, the first sender का address है, वो आप same ही रख सकते हो. बोर्ड एग्जामिनेशंस में कहीं बार आपको एड्रेस दिया जाता है. 90% of the time the address is already given, so you can directly copy it from there. But we will begin here. Flat number and the name of your building. ठीक है, so here it is 9, Mani Bhuvan, so this is your first sender's address. Name of your street, that is Gadodia Nagar. Landmark है Ghatkopar West, Mumbai 400077, full stop. Here your address ends. Okay, here your address ends. Acha, a lot of people are messaging me. See everybody, there is no need to message right now. I'm explaining something, you can focus here. At the end of the lecture you can ask me your doubts, okay? Because then it creates a lot of confusion. No, you cannot write, like you can write now. If you don't want to take a screenshot at the end, fine, you can write the format, ठीक है. चलो आगे. यहाँ पे आपका एड्रेस खत्म होता है, कॉमा 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 फुल स्टॉप. ओके, आइडियली 4 लाइंस का होता है एड्रेस. अगर 5 लाइंस का हुआ तो चलता है. बहुत सारी बार, जैसे मैंने ऑलरेडी बोला, बोर्ड एग्जामिनेशन में दिया होता है, जो एड्रेस दिया है एज इट इज कॉपी करना होता है. उसमें पिन कोड दिया है तो लिखो, नहीं दिया है तो मत लिखो. Okay, as an English teacher, I also do not know all the pin codes of all the places. Okay, so अगर गलत हुआ तो भी ठीक है, पिन कोड के लिए मार्क्स नहीं देते हम लोग. ओके, सो यू हैव टू पुट फुल स्टॉप आफ्टर दैट. एवरीथिंग ऑन द लेफ्ट हैंड साइड. क्लियर. डेट, नाउ द डेट का जो फॉर्मेट होता है, इट इज 3rd March, 2013, full stop. So 22nd, okay, you don't have to put slash or something like that, or a hyphen, anything like that. So it is 3rd March, 2020, full stop. Okay, after this leave a line. Okay, here I have not, because I do not have space. Okay, leave a line, dear Siddharth. Okay, comma. Now you will begin the paragraphs from the left hand side margin only. ठीक है, आप left hand side से begin करो. For making paragraphs you can simply leave an entire line. ठीक है. In the first paragraph here, you have to introduce the topic. Obviously you have to greet the other person. Our question here today, what we are going to discuss is, write a letter advising your younger sister or brother to avoid eating junk food. Okay, आपको अपनी छोटे भाई या बहन को एक एडवाइस देना है, सजेशन देना है, बताना है कि avoid eating junk food. It means that person, your younger sister or brother, is consuming a lot of junk food. So you have to advise, you have to make that person understand that junk food इतना ज़्यादा consume नहीं करना चाहिए. ठीक है. Okay. So after dear Siddharth, you will not leave a line. You will simply begin from the left hand side margin. If you have any doubts in the format of the informal letter, again, do not worry. The PDF will be sent to you today itself. Okay. So believe me, here there won't be any problems for the format. ठीक है. Date के बाद line leave करनी है. ठीक है. Right now, please focus and pay attention on whatever we are doing. Okay. अच्छा, तो dear Siddharth हो गया. Abhi, hello, how are you? There are a lot of ways, to begin your informal letter. It has been a long time since I've heard from you. I was awaiting your letter. या तो फिर आप ऐसे बोल सकते हो कि I'm sorry that I couldn't write to you due to my examinations. I was working on a very hectic schedule. Okay, so a lot of other lines too. इधर हम देखते हैं कि क्या होता है. Okay. I am sorry for not having returned to you for quite some time. मैं sorry हूँ कि थोड़े time से मैंने letter नहीं लिखा. I was busy preparing for my exams. I was reading an interesting article in the paper about unhealthy eating habits prevailing amongst teenagers, and you came to my mind. Okay. Again, see here. I was reading an interesting article in the paper. मैं newspaper में बहुत ही interesting article पढ़ रहा था, and that article was about unhealthy eating habits amongst teenagers. Teenagers में जो unhealthy eating habits है, उसके बारे में वो article था, and you came to my mind. Okay, so this is a very nice way of saying that this letter is to tell you कि क्या वो article में पढ़ा, क्या बहुत important है, क्या करना चाहिए, क्या नहीं करना चाहिए. Okay, now just a second. Harshit Patel from Ghatpur continuously messaging me regarding something. My dear, I've asked you कि जो भी करना है आप screenshot ले सकते हो. ठीक है. When I've already asked you कि आप screenshot ले सकते हो तो सब आ ही जाएगा ना. अगर लिखना है तो लिखिए, नहीं लिखना है तो मत लिखिए. ठीक है. जो बोल रही हूँ उस पे फोकस करो because that is more important. I hope I'm clear. Okay. Again, doubts बाद में देखेंगे. फॉर्मेट के लिए डू नॉट वरी एट ऑल. ठीक है. सैल्यूटेशन के बाद लाइन लीव नहीं करनी है. Okay. So now, second paragraph is the body. Here there is no fixed, effect remedy जैसा formal letter में होता है, वैसा कुछ particular specific ऐसा नहीं होता है. But even then, I would suggest you that if possible, see how the informal letter, the topic of your informal letter fits into that particular category. मतलब cause है, effect है, remedy है. Now let us discuss this. Okay. Avoid junk food. Okay. So eating junk food की cause क्या है? अभी cause तो कुछ नहीं होता है, ऐसे ही अच्छा लगता है तो खाते हैं. Effect क्या हो सकते हैं वो लिख सकते हैं. Definitely. What are the effects of eating junk food? Okay, on your body पे क्या असर होता है जंक फूड खाने का? एक बात है. ठीक है. Now, remedy, solution. Can you as an elder brother or sister suggest or advise that the younger brother or sister that क्या खाना चाहिए, क्या नहीं खाना चाहिए? You are giving solutions. Okay, so both of these points if you cover, okay, it would be great. Okay, fine. Okay, can somebody tell me what are the effects of eating junk food on your body? Malnutrition, obesity, या obesity तो है ही. Fats बढ़ जाते हैं, stomach problems हो जाते हैं, makes us unhealthy. That's right. You can get ill very quickly. Immunity इतनी strong नहीं होती, diarrhea हो जाता है. Proper calories, मतलब nutrients नहीं होते, calories नहीं होते, nutrients नहीं होते. Sometimes cancer, that is a very far-fetched thing. You become lazy, maybe food poisoning हो जाता है, jaundice. So a lot of diseases basically. Okay, fine. Calcium, bad oil goes inside our body, correct. Unhealthy mind 2. Perfect answer. Unhealthy mind 2. Sometimes people die. Again, this is extremely far-fetched. ठीक है, चलो डिस्कस करते हैं. अच्छा, what are the remedies? Can you suggest some solutions? अगर बाहर का junk food कम करना है, what are the solutions? What are the healthy solutions that we can get? Yeah, you can consume a lot of leafy vegetables, eat salad, yoga, make it at home, correct? Follow proper diet, eat homemade food, healthy food खाना चाहिए, correct? It improves our immunity system. Eat bananas instead of chocolates. Very good option. Definitely very good option. Calcium tablets. Again, diet पे focus करते हैं. We should drink milk, do exercise, have fruits. चलो बहुत सारे options हैं. मम्मी के हाथ का खाना खाओ. Perfect. So let us read now. Now stop typing. Let us read the example here. Don't deviate from the topic. Topic है कि suggest करो avoid eating junk food के बारे में लिखो, तो we will only focus on junk food. Let's just read together. Siddharth, mother was telling me a few days back that your indulgence in junk food is on the rise. ठीक है, मम्मी बोल रही थी थोड़े दिन पहले कि in your indulgence, your involvement, basically you're consuming a lot of junk food. ठीक है, you refuse to eat healthy food. तू ना ही बोल देता है healthy food खाने को. Remember, what seems tasty for your tongue is absolutely harmful to your system. जो टंग को टेस्टी लगता है, जो बहुत अच्छा लगता है खाने को, वो आपकी बॉडी के लिए बहुत नुकसान करता है. इट इज वेरी हार्मफुल. अ हाई फैट डाइट, एक ऐसा डाइट जिसमें बहुत फैट्स होते हैं, कैन डिसरप्ट द बॉडीज इंटरनल क्लॉक. ओके, जिसमें बहुत सारे फैट्स, चीज, बटर सब बहुत ज्यादा होता है. It can disrupt, it can damage, it can create chaos, okay, in your body's internal clock. Now what do you mean by body's internal clock? The timing of your body, मतलब when do you sleep, when do you feel hungry, तो ये सारा जो टाइमिंग होता है, जो इंटरनल टाइमिंग होता है, वो पूरा डिस्टर्ब हो जाता है. ठीक है, एंड कॉज बिहेवियरल चेंजेस टू. और ये खाने से सिर्फ बॉडी नहीं, माइंड पे भी असर होता है. It can cause behavioral changes too. See, here you do not have to write it causes. आपको exactly हमेशा नहीं होता है. It can cause, possibility दिखा देगा. ठीक है, okay. You must eat. Okay, it is your duty. You are asking that person that ये मैं suggestion है. I am advising you to eat baked or grilled food. Okay, instead of, sorry, you must eat baked or grilled food that mother makes instead of deep fried stuff. Deep fry जो बाहर करते हैं उससे बेटर है घर पे जो शैलो फ्राई करते हैं या बेक्ड होता है या ग्रिल्ड होता है, ऐसी चीजें खाने की. ठीक है. Consume lots of fruits, vegetables and pulses. Okay. Snack on almonds and walnuts in between meals. So if you're hungry between lunch and dinner, you can definitely have some dry fruits like almonds, walnuts, etc. According to WHO, guys, what do you mean by WHO? World Health Organization. I repeat, hello. It is World Health Organization. Just a second. Hello, sir. Hello.
Yes, ma'am. What happened?
Sir, there is some account who is just spamming me. The account's name is Gangster.
Gangster. He's a coward. He just names himself as a gangster.
करके है कोई.
हाँ, वो आता है, रोज आता है, उसको अच्छा लगता है लेक्चर अपना.
अच्छा, ठीक है.
Is he anyway trying to unmute himself or disturb you or something like that?
Yeah, there are some voices I can hear. I don't know why.
So you can also mute actually.
Yes.
बाकी don't worry, बाकी कुछ कर नहीं पाएगा वो. उसको ऐसे
Just a
मजा आता है
second.
खाली उसको.
Okay, wait. हाँ, तो yeah. So, according to WHO, that is World Health Organization, वो बोलते हैं कि fizzy drinks, sweets and biscuits do not contain natural sugars found in fruits and vegetables. Okay, so fruits, vegetables and all other substances, they have natural sugars. और natural sugars हमारे body के लिए इतने harmful नहीं होते हैं. In fact, they're good for the body. Instead of all the artificial sugar, I mean, जो भी sweets में डालते हैं, fizzy drinks, that is carbonated drinks, aerated जो बोलते हैं, Sprite, Mirinda, etc. Okay, तो वो वाले नहीं पीने चाहिए. Okay, with increasing stress levels, ठीक है, बहुत stress level आगे जा रहे हैं. You know, you're always tense, worried. Due to studies, don't you think you should indulge in a balanced diet? Haven't you heard health is wealth? Okay, so here in the last time, the sister is trying to convince this younger brother कि तुझे तुझे भी मालूम है ना, it is not good, तेरा stress level इतना बढ़ रहा है. It is better that you eat very good food because health is wealth, and you know this. Okay, you know that health is wealth, so obviously you can work on that. Okay. See, this is a very clever way to write health is wealth. To include a proverb here is very, very smart way. You can also write a sound mind dwells in a sound body. I repeat, a sound mind एक बहुत अच्छा mind. Dwells resides or stays. बहुत अच्छा mind कहाँ रहता है? बहुत अच्छे body में रहता है. So if you focus on your body, your concentration level, your what do I say? Your confidence level, everything, you know, it is on rise. Your immunity is strong. You do not fall ill a lot of times. So eating right helps your mind a lot. Okay, so this is our second paragraph. We have included as much as we can about the topic only. Okay, so again, इधर उधर भटकना नहीं है topic से. We move on and see the third paragraph, which is the conclusion. Let us see. Please do not ignore what I have shared with you. Please do not ignore what I have shared with you. Mother is worried about you. Take care of yourself. Bye. So very simply, give my regards to mom and dad. Obviously ऐसा लिख सकते हो, ठीक है. मैंने जो बोला है उसको इग्नोर मत करना. Take care of yourself. Bye. Okay, simple. Next, subscription. Your loving sister. Daughter नहीं है बेटा, sister है, ठीक है. So your loving sister or yours lovingly. Again, it is yours lovingly. ठीक है, the option is there. Yours lovingly or yours loving, whatever. Y capital R और S के बीच में apostrophe नहीं होता है, ठीक है. नीचे XYZ. हाँ, अगर क्वेश्चन पेपर में नाम दिया है तो you will copy the name itself. You have to leave line after the third paragraph. ठीक है. Okay, no need to write or even take screenshot. The same PDF will be sent to you today. ठीक है. Dear के बदले कुछ नहीं लिख सकते हो. Dear is enough, I guess. Sometimes you can eliminate the dear and you can only write the name of the person, Siddharth or whatever. I hope you're done and very thorough with this. We end our letter writing here. The final format will be sent to you, and also whatever doubts you have about regarding the format, you will very clearly know that. Okay. Just a second. Now today, we're going to begin with grammar topic. Okay, we are going to learn the grammar topic, non-finite verbs. एक ही minute. Okay, a lot of doubts. Let me clear it very quickly. Okay, guys, you do not need to write the informal letter which was given there, because वही आपका homework है, that will be sent to you. PDF आज मिल जाएगा, ठीक है. उसमें आपके फॉर्मेट के रिलेटेड सारे डाउट्स क्लियर हो जाएंगे. सब्जेक्ट के ऊपर नीचे लाइन लीव करना है फॉर्मल लेटर में. If writing to uncle, you can write dear, it's okay. अच्छा, मैं पहले ये the previous lecture also I have asked you that in your 9th standard, whatever the small little changes which your school has already told you, please follow that. किधर कॉमा करना है, नहीं करना है, कैसे लिखना है. अगर आपके स्कूल ने बोला है कि ऐसा करना है, please stick to that, because ultimately they are going to give you marks. Whatever I am saying right now is according to the board rule. I hope I'm clear now. Yeah, with non-finite verbs, please start writing along with me. Okay? Okay, now please no questions, okay? Give the heading non-finite verbs. Yeah, DRS system is fine. Okay, now before learning, we need to know one thing, that these non-finite verbs, they form the basic grammar topic. ठीक है, वो basic grammar topic में include होता है. For the very fact that it forms the basis for learning English. Okay? अगर आपको English language सीखनी है, पढ़नी है, so it is very important to learn and to understand these non-finite verbs very properly. हर एक बच्चे को ये जो टॉपिक है वो आना ही चाहिए, ठीक है. If you are very thorough with this topic, it helps you to speak English very grammatically correct, ठीक है. Acha, you at the end of this lecture you will know the correct usage of verbs. Okay. Also, this topic is very difficult for a lot of people, for a lot of students. My entire point is to simplify it for you. Okay. अगर इसके पहले कभी किसी को प्रॉब्लम हुआ था इस टॉपिक में, I guarantee that if you pay attention for the next some minutes, all these doubts will be cleared at the end of the topic. Okay. Okay, fine. Chalo, so we'll begin with non-finite verbs, but before we begin with these non-finite verbs, a question. What is a verb? What is a verb? Action words. Rishi from Ghatkopar. He says that verb is an action word. Correct. Dash. Very good. Arya from 2060. Arya says that dash it. Dash. इसको याद है dash क्या था, ash क्या था? What is dash? Dash मतलब क्या? Action word. Okay, doing words. Fine. Verb action word होता है, correct है. Fine. What is a verb? Let us see what is a verb. जिसने भी action word बोला है, all of you are correct, but your answer is incomplete. Okay, ये 5th standard को पूछा ना मैंने कि what are verbs, तो वो भी बोलेंगे verbs are action word. मतलब run, jump, eat, sleep, go, come, ये सारे क्या है, action दिखाते हैं, इसके लिए वो verb होते हैं, which is correct, but incomplete. Okay, incomplete. Now focus here. A verb is a word. A verb is a word that shows state of doing, that is action. क्या दिखाता है? Action दिखाता है. Let us see. He sits on the sofa. क्या है? He sits on the sofa. इधर verb क्या है? Sits. Correct. Sits verb है. Next, a state of being. Okay, a verb shows us a state of being कि जो doer है, जो subject है, वो कौन से state में है. Let us see. He is a dancer. He is a dancer. वो dancer है. So this word है, it shows you the verb. That is a verb. ठीक है. So here is the verb. Moving on. अच्छा, कौन से वर्ड्स इंक्लूड होते हैं स्टेट ऑफ बीइंग में? एम, इज, आर, वाज, वर्ड, बी, बीन एंड बीइंग। ठीक है, बी, बीन एंड बीइंग, ये सारे वर्ड्स इंक्लूड होते हैं। A state of having, okay, a verb is also a word that shows us a state of having. He has a new haircut. Has is the verb here, correct? अच्छा, इसका मतलब है having में have, has, had और having, ये सारे words include होते हैं। I will again very okay, I will very quickly revise. Verb action दिखाता है, जैसे sits action word है, ठीक है। State of being, now इसका कोई action नहीं होता, but वो verb है ना, क्योंकि वो state of being दिखाता है। Being कौन से state में है? For example, she is an amazing dancer. When I say she is an amazing dancer, वो मैं बोल रही हूँ कि वो बहुत अमेजिंग डांसर है, तो मैं बीइंग जो शी है वो कौन सी स्टेट में है वो दिखाती हूँ, ठीक है। या क्विकली कॉपी दिस, या राइट, शी इज एन इंजीनियर, करेक्ट। सो आई एम टेलिंग यू कि ये जो स्टेट बीइंग है, मतलब शी है, वो कौन सी स्टेट में है, ठीक है। The next one is a state of having, that is, he has a new haircut, I have a pet dog, okay. In your chapter 1.4, if you have read it, you will understand what exactly I'm talking about when I am mentioning has, have, had, okay. It also shows relationship, possession दिखाता है। So I have one sister, so I'm telling you I have one sister, ठीक है। I hope I'm clear. If you have not copied this, simply take a screenshot now itself. So we can remember that a verb shows action, state of being and having. So it is ash. Dash भी correct है, dash में d जो है ना वो doing में डालते हैं, doing, so do, does, did, ठीक है, बट वो एक्शन वर्ड में इंक्लूड हो जाता है, ठीक है। सो अगेन, so it is ash, ash, a says action word, s says state of being and h says having, ठीक है। I'm very clear with this. Otherwise, Shinde from Ghatkopar, I choose not to answer your question because it is not related to the topic we are studying, ठीक है। Okay, so I hope you have known this ash, action, state of being and having. Please take a screenshot now itself. Please take a screenshot, copy it afterwards. ठीक है, we will move. Now, verb before again beginning with finite and non-finite verb. Right now today we are only going to learn what is a finite and what is non-finite verb. Finite verb क्या है और non-finite verb क्या है? Let us see, okay? Okay, before beginning, finite and non-finite. Do you see something specific here? Finite, non-finite. ऐसा लग रहा है कि opposite है, एक दूसरे के different है. They mean exactly the opposite of each other, right? Finite, non-finite, not finite. तो exactly उसका opposite है, correct? एक finite है और दूसरा not finite. Non-finite मतलब finite नहीं है, correct? So if I tell you, okay, the point of distinction for finite, can you tell me it for? Can you tell the same opposite thing for non-finite verb? Can you tell it? Fine. Finite verb और non-finite verb के बीच में difference ये है, first and foremost, जो सबसे ज्यादा important है, अब a finite verb shows us the tense. Finite verb tense दिखाता है, non-finite क्या करता है? Does not show tense. ठीक है, non-finites do not show the tense. Very clear with this? If I'm saying finite verb shows us the tense, it means that non-finite will not show us the tense. Very clear with this? Non-finite verb does not show tense. Acha, now let us see exactly with examples what does this mean. A finite verb tense दिखाता है. I'm very sure that all of you have very properly learned the topic of tenses. Tenses properly पढ़ा है. उसमें आता है कि how many tenses are there? How many tenses are there? अभी इसका गलत आंसर नहीं चलेगा. सबका सही, क्या बात है? Almost all. Sai Patel from Saidam, no, it is not 3, it is 12. Correct. 8 भी नहीं है. Couple of answer here and there, but correct. 12 tenses है, ठीक है? So now 12 tenses जो है उसमें से एक tense होगा. Let us see the example. I am playing in the garden. Can you pick out the verb? Can you pick out the verb? Am playing, correct. See, it is not playing. Shruti from DN Nagar, it is not playing. Am playing पूरा आएगा, ठीक है? अच्छा, am playing पूरा verb है. वो कौन सा tense दिखाता है? Correct. It is present continuous tense. The spelling of continuous. Please focus here. It is present continuous tense. NUOUS. ठीक है? अच्छा. Continuous को progressive भी बोलते हैं. ठीक है? So I am playing in the garden. Here am playing आपको present continuous tense दिखाता है. Here when it does not show the tense, let us look at the example. Playing in the garden, I fell down. Playing in the garden, I fell down. Can you pick out the verbs in this sentence? Correct. Fell है, playing है, fell है. अच्छा, तो दो separate verbs है, ठीक है? Playing है और fell है. Can you tell me the tense of each? Okay, please write down the verb dash करके फिर उधर आप tense बोलिए, ठीक है? अच्छा, Brunel from Parla, you're correct. Fell is a simple past tense. अरे fell down किधर है? Fell ही आएगा, fell down नहीं आएगा. Fell simple past tense. Superb. What else? Playing का tense present continuous tense. Is it playing present continuous है? Guys, do you very properly see that am playing or playing? Is there any difference between am playing and playing? Here am playing, playing के साथ am है जो दिखाता है it is in present tense. Okay, am word है तो am auxiliary verb जो है वो अपन को tense दिखाता है. Was playing, is playing, will be playing, जो भी है. So all the words am, was, will be, all of these show you the exact time of the action. Playing थोड़ी action, playing थोड़ी time दिखाता है. I repeat, the word playing अपन को time नहीं दिखाता है, ठीक है? अभी playing के साथ am हो सकता था, was हो सकता था, will be हो सकता था. We do not know. So here playing does not show us the tense. Very clear with this? Please take a screenshot very quickly. Please take a screenshot. I hope you are done. Please take the screenshot. ठीक है. First point of distinction is finite verb shows us the tense. Non-finite does not show the tense. Okay. Next point of distinction gives sense to the sentence. क्या करता है? Gives sense to the sentence. Non-finite क्या होता है? Nonsense. Do not give sense. Sense नहीं बनता. अच्छा. Not exactly like that. अच्छा, at times if you delete the non-finite verb, the sentence still makes sense and it is possible to frame a sentence without a non-finite verb. But finite verb के बिना sentence बना ही नहीं सकते हो. तो वो sense देता है मतलब उसके बिना कोई भी सेंटेंस कंप्लीट नहीं होता, सेंस नहीं बनाता. लेट अस सी दिस एग्जांपल. ठीक है. She has a dancing cat. So here the verbs are has and dancing. Am I correct? We will see the elaborate explanation of this later on. Right now, please just take a screenshot of this thing. Please take a screenshot. Okay. Second point is finite verb sense देता है और नॉन फाइनाइट के बिना भी सेंटेंस बन सकता है और उसका सेंस भी बनता है. ठीक है. Now the last point that we are going to see for today is very quickly we will see. For finite verb, I say that subject is present or possible exactly before the verb. I repeat, verb जो है, see this is the simplest way to recognize if your verb is finite or non-finite. What you have to do is जो अच्छा इसका मतलब है subject impossible exactly before the verb. Let us see what this actually means. Okay. अभी subject sentence है Rajvi danced and died. ठीक है. Rajvi danced and died. What are the verbs in this sentence? Verbs in this sentence, guys. Danced, died. दोनों verbs है. Correct? Danced or died. My third point says that अगर subject present है exactly ये dance के आगे ये danced है. Okay? Dance के exactly आगे Rajvi है. It means the subject is present. So now dance becomes your finite verb. Am I clear? Am I clear here? Rajvi danced and died. तो dance के पहले subject है तो ये verb finite verb बन जाता है. ठीक है. Died के पहले subject है. Died के पहले no, it is not there. The subject is not present. अच्छा, look at the third point very properly again. Subject should be present or possible to add a subject there. So can I say that Rajvi danced and she died? She subject हुआ ना, noun या pronoun. Subject मतलब noun या pronoun. ठीक है. अच्छा, can I also say that Rajvi danced and Rajvi died? So even though the subject is not present, अपन को दिखता नहीं है, but है उधर. Possible तो है. Very clear with this? Very okay. So both of these are finite verbs because subject either present है या possible है. दोनों example दिए है. Dance के पहले राजवी है, died के पहले नहीं है, फिर भी it is a finite verb only. The last example for today. Dancing wildly. ठीक है. Dancing wildly, Rajvi died. What are the verbs here? Yes. Keenan from JP Nagar, you're correct. हर एक वर्ब के आगे सब्जेक्ट प्रेजेंट या पॉसिबल होना चाहिए तो ही वो फाइनाइट होता है, वरना वो नॉन फाइनाइट बन जाता है. चलो हाँ ठीक है. डांसिंग और डाइड दोनों वर्ब है. बेटा डांसिंग वाइल्डली पूरा नहीं आएगा. वाइल्डली इज अनदर एडवर्ब ऑल टुगेदर. ठीक है. सो वी हैव डांसिंग एंड वी हैव डाइड. ठीक है. सो नाउ हियर अगेन वी सी डाइड के पहले राजवी है. द एग्जैक्ट वर्ड बिफोर डाइड इज राजवी. ओके. So it obviously means that died जो है वो तो finite verb बन गया. ठीक है. Dancing here, dancing के पहले राजवी है नहीं है, she है नहीं है. Let us see if we can put it. Okay. Rajvi dancing wildly, Rajvi died. She dancing wildly. बनता है sense. Is it making a proper coherent sentence? Rajvi dancing, Rajvi is dancing अलग बात है हाँ. But Rajvi dancing wildly, it is not making sense and therefore dancing is non-finite, died is finite. I repeat, dancing non-finite verb है, died finite verb है. Very clear with this guys? Okay. dancing is non-finite, died is finite. We complete the lecture here. If you have any doubts, please tell me. Yeah, I hope I was clear in telling you the distinction between finite and non-finite verb. Okay, just see to it that you're copying it very clearly. ठीक है, copy it very properly so that कोई doubts ना हो. आगे जाके वापस एक बार से बहुत ऊपर से रिवाइज करेंगे and then we'll be done. ठीक है.